First, I wanted to say thank you so much for the video on the moon cycle, because that like really changed the game for me, because that was where I am, me and my baby, is like our hair is just growing so much. I grew up thinking you always cut your hair on the full moon. That's the only time you cut your hair. So with doing the challenge, with getting everything cleared up and all of that stuff, I mean, our hair is just dumb growing. Like, I mean, the growth is out of this world.
Listen, I'm on a mission, and it's so much deeper than just hair and products and debating and going back and forth. I'm here for the people who have ears to hear, and if you don't, girl, go try to listen to something else.
We do not care.
I do what I do for women like you. As I tell you guys all of the things that you should and shouldn't do, of course, there are hundreds of videos on my channel, over 1,000, right? And I'm going to do the best that I can on making sure everything is broken down into good categories for you. But as it pertains to the how to, the what exactly do you do, these things are within my courses, even though there's a whole lot of free information here on the channel. So this is what the growth cycle blueprint looks like.
Hi. So first, I wanted to say thank you so much for the video on the moon cycle, because that like really changed the game for me, because that was where I am, me and my baby, is like our hair is just growing so much. And I started to get like really overwhelmed, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I really don't know what to do. Because when I grew up thinking you always cut your hair on the full moon. That's the only time you cut your hair. So with doing the challenge, with getting everything cleared up and all of that stuff, I mean, our hair is just dumb growing. Like, I mean, the growth is out of this world. And so I started like, oh my God, like, I want to say thank you so much for that, because that really helped us get, you know, our routine back under control. Because I mean, when I say that baby got some hair, oh my God, that baby got some hair. And I'm like, so and keep it but thank you so much for that, because that really brought everything back into perspective for both of us. And the next thing is I just wanted to share with y'all some of my new favorite products to see. I do like that Joyco stuff. I got some of the samples, but because I feel like I have to have sulfates all the time. Like, look at me, 2 years ago I wouldn't even wash my hair, and now here I am, like, I can only use sulfates. Like, oh my God, I cannot. Like, I'm gonna look like a wet dog if I don't use sulfates. So this baby got grown hair, like, but now
oh my God,
that,
how old is she right now?
She's not even 2 yet. She's 20 months.
Girl.
And yeah, when I say she got hair, like, everybody's like, oh my God, she got so much hair. And it literally happened overnight, like just overnight. And I, you know, like I said, I keep it simple. You know, we don't use nothing tight, nothing crazy. Yes. We ain't pulling no edges. We ain't no baby hairs. We won't do none of that. Just simple, cute, classic little girl. And so, yeah, her hair is like, she got it. She got it. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful for this group, because I'm giving my daughter the foundation. Like, she already knows she's not going to do none of that craziness, because she's not going to understand why. She's like, that don't even make sense, mommy. Like, can you imagine, like, you're on YouTube or you're on Google, like, typing, how do I get my hair to grow? And your hair follicle is on ChatGPT. Like, how do I get her to stop suffocating me? Like, how do I convince her to buy a blow dryer? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? Like, your hair follicle, like, baby, oh my God, I just want a blow dryer. I just want to breathe. Like, that's it. It's that simple. And I mean, when I say night and day changes, like, I cut all my hair off, y'all, and it's just crazy. The growth is just crazy. I don't even know how to explain it besides just doing the right thing. Simple. Once you figure it out, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I know all of the beauticians. I get all of it now. I really get it, and they're gonna stay silent. They're not going to say nothing, because they already said it, they did it, and they showed you. You didn't want to listen. That's it. So I get it. But I did find me a little stylist, and she just loved me so much. She's like, oh my God, I just love you, because I don't even have to tell you nothing. And when I do, that's it. Like, it's not a debate. It's no questions. You just do it. And yes, I am washing my hair twice a week. I mean, sebum is just stupid. Like, I mean, I got so much sebum, it's popping. Like, face oily, everything. Like, I have to wash twice a week. If not, again, I'm going to look like a wet puppy.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you ask for, because you just might.
Okay, I don't want to look like a wet puppy, so I'm just going to wash my hair and keep it nice and pretty, and boom, bam, that's it. It's really simple.
I am back. What it do, baby?
First, of course, you get your welcome, and then we go over detoxing the scalp. We're detoxing and repairing the scalp. Next up, we do a slight survey of the basics. I'm looking at the itinerary as we go. No, I don't know it all by heart. Then we go over a survey of the basics before we start going even deeper. Then we have a course of fillable notes, another survey for you. Then you have a technique that has 8 different steps in it, the technique portion of it. You have the technique, the foundation, the hair, the growth cycle checklist, and then you also have the 7-day challenge within the growth cycle blueprint. But it is a course. Most people want to just jump straight to the 7-day challenge. You're going to be confused. Don't do that. If you only want to do the 7-day challenge, baby, then join the 7-day challenge, which is fine. But this is a little bit more, and I'll go into exactly what the 7-day challenge holds in a minute. But you want to stay on track. Don't skip ahead, because you're gonna be confused. Then you go into the 7-day challenge, right? Then you go over the survey for the 7-day challenge. Then we go into scientific brushing. Then the survey for scientific brushing. Then we go into your protective styles and length retention. Then a couple of different recipes, right, which I'm not going into. And then we go to how to select different hairstyles, right, which you guys always ask me here on the channel. Then it's a survey, basically just application of exactly how to select the different hairstyles, just to make sure that everybody's following me. Then we have the follow-up, which just has 1 step in it. And then we have hairstyling explained even more, right, where it is broken down for you. There are video clips in every scenario, right? All of these different scenarios have different video clips and a survey, aka questions to go with it. Then after hairstyling, we have another application 101, which has 3 different steps to it as well, right? You just keep going. There's so much here within this course. And then we jump into how to detangle the hair properly. They have an example of that. And then next up is the blowout and trimming technique, right? And the thing about the growth cycle blueprint is if you've been a part of Team Natural or whatever you want to call it, if you've had unhealthy hair practices for years and decades, which most people have, there's not just one thing that you can do or one video you can watch or one product that you're gonna watch or one product that you're gonna buy and use that's just gonna undo all of the damage that you've done. So this is why I went ahead and created the growth cycle blueprint, because there are so many different things that you have to do to completely dismantle all of the things that you used to do. And if you break up old bottles, you have to get new ones, and the blueprint helps you to build those new bottles. It gives you the blueprint for your hair growth cycle, thus the name, the hair growth cycle blueprint. I know it's long, but it's staying because it has a meaning to it, right? So it within that, right, it is active. I no longer do one-on-one coaching anymore. I cannot see myself bringing it back, even though I don't like to say never. But at this time, it's just not something that I'm So within the growth cycle blueprint, you can ask questions within the growth cycle blueprint, and when you ask them within the group, then you'll get different videos that get added to the course, and those things drip down. So you would have to go back in and like kind of go over everything, refresh yourself, and then get down to that portion where the new content is, right? But it's a everlasting thing. The next video that is being edited today, I promise you guys, I promise, the next video that's being edited today, they want a up close and impersonal view of exactly how to apply flexi rods, right? So we're gonna do that, even though they've seen me do it on even though you guys have seen me do it on my hair and on other people. That she said, okay, I get it, but can you show me on the mannequin too, so I can have it exact? And so that is how it goes. And anything, whatever comes next, whatever question they ask, those are the things that I unpack within the Growth Cycle Blueprint, because over YouTube, I've been doing this for a very long time. So I know that every time, because there are so many different layers of misinformation out here, because there's so many things that people made up, even though a lot of people who disagree with me, they like to call my information misinformation, but it's not. Everything that I say can be verified through a scientific journal or through peer-reviewed studies. So that's why I never make videos to try to prove what I have to say, because anybody who can read or anybody who knows how to search scientific journals knows exactly what to do. So I don't care. But when it comes to the blueprint is the place that I go where everybody, you know, when you see people on social media like, oh, okay, Sam, you telling us what not to do, but tell us what to do. Well, I did tell you guys what to do some years and years ago, but people would take the things that I said and like add things to it that didn't go and then claim it as their own, and I'm just not doing that no more in 2025. So that all is on the Growth Cycle Blueprint. If the gurus on the blueprint are on YouTube and they see something that's confusing, something that really throws them off track for the new blueprint that they're setting, they ask a question in the group and then I answer it, right? So that's the blueprint. The 7-day hair growth challenge does not take a back seat, okay? That was number one. That was the one that started everything. This is the basics. So you have scalp inflammation, or you just been part of Team Natural for a while and you need to completely dismantle all of the things that you learned before that no longer serve you whatsoever, then this is what the 7-day challenge is for. It's like a rush, like a fast pace where you just get not necessarily thrown in, but I break things down in a 7-day process. Like, okay, this is what you should be doing on a weekly period, because most women will go a week without touching their hair, or you go a week and in a week all you really do is maybe take your wig off and put that shit back on. You know what I mean? Like, so it gives you a new pattern scientifically to follow with your body, dependent on your body science, teaches you how to find your body science, your body's profile is what we call it in the challenge. And once you understand self and begin to break down all of the old things, then you rebuild it with a new 7-day routine and pattern that becomes yours, customized to you and your scalps and your hair shafts profile. And that's what the 7-day challenge is about. Again, the 7-day challenge, you get access to the 7-day challenge and the 7-day challenge group whenever you sign up for the Growth Cycle Blueprint. Okay, I do want to say that there are a couple of people that's trying to like get over. So we have so many people that have joined the group for the Growth Cycle Blueprint. They have not paid for anything. So if you are a part of the Growth Cycle Blueprint and you have not been accepted into our group, then email me. Emails right here. Please email me. Say, hey, Sam girl, I already paid for the challenge. I already paid for the blueprint, but I'm not in the group yet. Even though the group and the challenge are two completely different things, but just tell me if you haven't got in yet. Send me a screenshot of your receipt, girl, and I will accept you right away. I promise. Okay, so I really hope that makes sense, right? That is what my challenge and the blueprint are about. And
now both the 7-day hair growth challenge and the blueprint have been around for years. The 7-day challenge has been around for over 7 years, and the Growth Cycle Blueprint is about 5 years old. And so we have so much proof of concept that it makes no sense. There are so many men and women who have amazing results, and for this reason I made a decision that I was no longer going to put all of the information that I gave away for free on YouTube just for other creators, I'm doing the quotation marks with my fingers, can see my content and judge of whether or not it's true or false, and then take it and make it their own. I decided I no longer wanted to be a part of that. So now all of the content that is the how to, what to do, is behind my paywall. Now I'll say this, I do have so many videos here on my channel with the scientific information of the human scalp that if you took the time with a notebook and pencil and watch every last video that I have, take the notes, apply it, and then do your own research, learning the human body, then you would be able to come to some of these things on your own. Because at this point here on the screen, I've put so many different people who just get their inflammation and light bulbs are going off just from watching my videos and letting go of the rage baiting that has permeated over social media for so long. Because the truth of the matter is, hair care, having healthy hair, having a healthy scalp is all very simplistic. The thing that's complicated is all of the extra things that people have decided to do and call hair care, the oiling of the scalp, the greasing of the scalp, and all of the things. Licensed cosmetologists that follow the science of the human body have been preaching against these things for decades. But now, like one of the gurus said, cosmetologists are like, you can either take it or leave it. Here is the information. You either take it in or leave it where it is, because that is where things are. So for me, I work in the scientific realm, but from a different perspective. Yes, I still see clients, but I no longer stand behind the chair. I am the woman that people come to see when all of the YouTube hacks that they've tried, not only did they not work, but they've actually worked in reverse, causing them excessive balding. Dermatologists would sometimes refer people to me, or I work with a dermatologist that when the thing is just the patterns and the routines and the mindset, they are referred to me. So a lot of times it disrupts what I really want to do. So to negate those things, we have videos here on YouTube that push you away from those patterns and routines. And then if you really need help, if you need somebody to hold your hand through it, or if you need a detailed breakdown, then you have both of the courses and you can make your decision based on that. But when you see different things, you'll see like, oh, professionals aren't out here anymore, they don't want to help, they don't want to tell you anything. Well, the culture of society and the way that women are, the way that women operate are different. This next clip is going to be a lot for you. If you have children watching, then I advise you to kind of turn the video off, but I want this to be a visual representation of the type of negativity that women like me are getting. And some people are going to think that this is very far-fetched, but it's not. The only difference is women are behind a keyboard, they're behind a computer. So most professionals like myself have made a decision to put their self and all of their information, all of the things that they have to give to the world, we put it behind a paywall to avoid women like this.
You want me to be on your side even just a little bit.
For a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand you don't get to.
What is this? I still don't get this. What is this yap session? What did I do? Like, damn, I didn't do nothing to you. I just put it in you.
And kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them. You can. Should we kill the kids in foster care? And why not? Why not? If that's the case.
Now look, 0 to about 30 to 3 million. Too fast.
We kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted. Who's gonna take care of them?
Hopefully the foster care unit. What the fuck?
I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, No, make them like personal slaves.
You should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
You should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
I sound...
You sound young as...
Okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so neat.
I think that your point of view, it's very obstructed, and I think that you being a child...
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies and
Stop throwing hands.
care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying...
So look.
She's big. She's tall.
And she had one like
You may say, oh my God, Sin, these two things have absolutely nothing to do with each other, but it has everything to do with each other, because on social media, we like to pretend like it's two completely different worlds. But as someone who was a licensed cosmetologist working behind the chair for over a decade in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is a melting pot with women from all over the world, I can tell you that the same women that are rude, nasty, and disrespectful in the comments also book hair appointments. They also sign up for classes and courses and things of that nature if it is brought to a certain level for them. And unfortunately for them, I am no longer putting myself on that field. So when people ask me different questions like, Sin, why do you only put your classes and courses behind a paywall? Sin, why do you speak so frankly? Well, that is because I am at a place of accountability. I believe that the way that women get from point A to point B is when they sit down in the mirror, look at themselves, and address all of their flaws. Look at the things that have served them and look at the things that have worked towards their detriment, and release the things that no longer serve them. But see, this is the thing. When you force someone to look in the mirror that's never looked in the mirror before, when you force someone to look in the mirror that has no concept of accountability, it triggers something in them. It triggers a type of anger. But the truth of the matter is, I do not mind being your trigger. I want to trigger you to begin to think, to begin to move forward. But there is a process, right? For some women that are not healed, for some women who are not complete mentally, when they are triggered, this is the type of reaction that they get. And although some people may be like, oh, this was bad vibes, listen, the detachment from the negativity that is reality is the reason why people can't get out of it. Because we like to act like women like this don't exist. We like to act like things like this don't happen. And we like to pretend that women who perform like this in public or social media are in the minority, where it's the actual opposite. Women who perform and act like this are actually in the majority. And my mission is a lot deeper than everybody else's. I'm a mirror. So for all of the women who act like that, I want you to see yourself and make a change, because it's only when you see yourself for who you really are that you can change. And all of the team natural movement, all of the rage baiting anger, you know, if they see a black woman with straight hair or with the relaxer, the anger and the attacks and the claws come out. That is because most of the women that are natural Nazis are the same group of women who perform and act just like that in public. So if we can stop separating the two as if these are different things and look at everything as a holistic practice, then that's what it is. Because within my 7-day challenge and within the growth cycle blueprint, it's real life. I'm not playing around. Okay, we are really being intentional. We're looking in the mirror and we're not blaming anybody but ourselves for the situation that we're in. You know why? Because when I blame me for listening to people, when I blame me for not reading the label, when I blame me for buying products that I was was never supposed to buy for my scalp's profile, when I blame me for not even knowing what my porosity or my scalp's profile is, all of the attention goes away from everybody else and right on me. And then I'm ready for the growth cycle blueprint. So just know that my courses are only for people that are in alignment with me. I wanted to show you that longer clip, or not that longer clip, that clip, because I want you to feel what I'm saying. And even though it looks far-fetched, it's not. The emails, the inboxes that I get, the disrespectful ones, are written by women who act and perform just like that. So if you don't want to be X'd out, then maybe you should start calling out some of those energies that actually spoil everything for you, because it's a fact that sometimes one bad apple does spoil the bunch for everybody, especially when there's things that have already been proven. So I really hope that makes sense. You know, I love to talk and I love to break things down for you. The reason that I never, just promo and sit here and show you the inside of my courses, even though they've been around for years, is because I don't want any women who think like that woman that I showed you. I don't want any of those people. And to be honest with you, even the woman that was standing on the corner talking to her, I don't want that energy. I don't want it around me. So if you are in alignment with that type of energy, then I want to make sure that you know that this is the place for you. But just understand that I'm straight, no chaser. And if you are a woman who want to throw hands because somebody holds up a mirror to you and gives you some space for accountability, then none of my challenges, none of my courses, none of my ebooks, none of my videos are going to be for you, because everything that I do and everything that I talk about puts the responsibility back in your hands. Nobody is responsible for you but you, and nobody will care more about you than you do. So let's get it together.
The gurus get me to their self once a month to ask me whatever they want to ask me, right? I will stay there as long as we need to stay. The gurus know. Gurus, you already know, I will be in there for hours if we need to be in there for hours. We've had sessions as long as 3 hours. We've had sessions as short as like 45 minutes, because some months that we meet, the gurus don't need any help. Some weeks they're like, girl, I'm good. I'm not running into no issues. And if I don't really have anything to lecture them about in the comments, then from the group, then we don't really have too much to talk about. So that is the basis of the growth cycle blueprint and the 7-day hair growth challenge. I need to promote it more. I need to talk about it more, but I just want to let you guys know that these are the things that I have. If you need application, if you need to learn how to put all of these things into action, and maybe you don't have time to go through every last one of my videos because there's over 1,000 of them, so maybe you simply just don't have time to do that. If you just don't have time, then simply head over and join either the 7-day challenge or the growth cycle blueprint. It is completely up to you what you decide to do, but it's packed full of information. And the 7-day challenge, again, the 7-day challenge group, we still talk all the time. Like, we give new recipes and techniques. We're like a family, right? So it's constant communication, but there are things within the 7-day challenge that I'm like, sis, you will have to go over to the blueprint for that. But it doesn't really work in reverse. Everything that people in the 7-day challenge know, the blueprint people know, and then some. And again, the blueprint keeps getting compiled on top of. That is the community that I'm building, that is not only a course, but once you're a part, once you sign up, you're always a part of the group. And the same thing for the 7-day challenge. It's completely up to you on what you decide to do. It depends on the level of the level of building you want to do, right? So I tell everybody, you don't need to do both. If you've already done the blueprint, girl, don't go join the 7-day challenge. I mean, unless you just want to give me some money for nothing, but because you already have all of the 7-day challenge content. And again, the people who join the blueprint are automatically in the 7-day challenge group whenever you join. Okay, so I love y'all so much. I really hope that helped you guys understand a little bit more. And to end everything off, we're going to end this video with just a couple of things that the members from the 7-day challenge and the growth cycle blueprint, what they have to say, because we were live we going live tomorrow.